Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Last month, day of the month, June, and we are entering the new month. July is upon us, and we got a couple of big titles, big movies, big shows to discuss today. Welcome, everyone, to July of 2022 movie and TV preview. I've been doing this since pretty much the beginning of this channel. We've done some different variations of this segment. It's been live. Well, we just started doing it live a couple months ago, but prior it was like pre-recorded videos. But essentially, this is where, and I want to do it live moving forward because it's just fun to interact with you all. Obviously, you all can let me know about some new movies that I might have missed on the list, some new shows that get you all excited, some things I should be looking out for. And it's just fun to interact with you all just in general. So this is where, again, kind of the gist of this live discussion, live stream, which runs for about an hour, sometimes a little bit longer, depending on the questions you all have and discussions we get into. But I'm going to be previewing all the major things that catches my attention, right? Movies and shows that are streaming on different platforms, Netflix, Hulu, you name it. And of course, all the movies that are coming to theaters. One big one that I saw last night, which I can't talk too much about it, but I'll give you just my, I'll repeat what I said in my out of the theater reaction that I posted on the channel the other day. But so excited to be here. So excited for this new month. There's a show dropping tomorrow that got me just on cloud nine. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. But before we get into today's breakdown discussion, again, if you're tuning in live, we've got 12 people. Say what's up. I don't know if anyone's left any comments yet, but let me know where you're coming from, how your day's going. And of course, all the movies and shows you are looking forward to in this live discussion and live stream. And of course, just the basic YouTube, stuff. Give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, too, I always say this on live streams, but if you all love talking movies and shows and you know people just like us that love talking about movies and shows, hit that share button, man. If you have an Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, which, I've been using very frequently the last couple of weeks and been having a good time doing so and just exploring other creative outlets. But, share it on your social medias and tag me too. I always love the support and love interacting with new people that join the community. So definitely share. And we're live, baby. So go ahead and like your questions, your comments, movies, shows you're looking forward to in the live chat. And of course, those that are watching the replay, shout out to you, replay gang. We love you. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments and, like, share and all that good stuff. So with all that being said, let's get into it, man. Let's see. We got a couple people saying what's up in the chat coming from Michigan. We got coming from Michigan, man. Well, shout out to Michigan, man. I got a really close friend of the family that used to live in Michigan, and I've never personally been there before, but I got some people out there. So shout out to you, showing some love coming in from Michigan. Appreciate you, and again, let me know movie show what you're looking forward to this month. So I think we should get things started. Let me get a cup of my Batman water, and we'll get the party started. And yeah, I can't believe June flew by the way. We'll get into my thoughts here, but June, let's talk about June, how fast it went by. I mean, this month, man, it was like the fastest month I remember in recent memory. It was a pretty quick month. It was hot as hell this month, and we also got more than a lot of good stuff that I enjoyed this month too. So before we get into the new stuff, let's talk about the old stuff, right? What was some of the things that really stood out to me last month? Let me pull up a couple pictures here. And before we get into the new stuff, let me know in the comments, again, watching live, watching the replay, favorite or standouts of June. What was a movie you saw for the very first time? It could have been a new movie or an old movie you've never seen. What was your favorite movie that you saw for the first time in the month of June? It could be a couple, share as many as you want. Top five if you want. And also, what's a show that you're currently watching that you saw for the first time that, is tops your list for the month of June? So for me, I'm going to start with this movie here, man. I saw it, what was it, 2 weeks now? The Black Phone, Scott Derrickson, Ethan Hawke, and I can't think of the young kids' names. Their names not coming to me now, but they were great. This is a film that I was anticipating for a while, got delayed a couple times, and it's here, man. And it did pretty well. First weekend was last week, and it did like $23-24 million, if I'm not mistaken, which, it's A24. They don't spend a ton of money on their movie, so it's probably already made its money back and some with this second weekend. So I really enjoyed it. You can check out my review on the channel. It's spoiler free if you haven't seen the film yet. I just give you my spoiler free thoughts on it. So that was a film that really stood out to me, and it's doing pretty well. And I'm glad to see it because if you've been a part of this community for a while, you know how I feel about horror. I'm always champion for new horror films, especially good ones. And I think The Black Phone is definitely one of the top tier as far as this early part of the year, or at least halfway through the year. So the other one, man, let's talk about Lightyear. I don't know what's going on, man. This film, I got the opportunity to see it like a week and a half before it came out to the public. And I was for sure, I was like, people are going to eat this up. They're going to love this film because I did. I certainly did. Again, not only am I a horror fan, but I love sci-fi. I love sci-fi, right? And of course, Pixar. I grew up with Toy Story, Buzz, Woody, and the whole damn crew. And I enjoyed it, man. It was Interstellar meets First Man with that Pixar magic that I thought it had. I thought it had good emotions. Again, you can check out my full review on this film as well. But I really enjoyed it. It was like, it's not top five, top 10 Pixar, but it's a really good film. And I was just surprised, number one, by the box office. It didn't do well. I shouldn't say that. It did 51 million opening weekend. I think it's like 120, 130 maybe worldwide, which compared to other, obviously, Pixar movies, especially when you have someone connected to the Toy Story universe, you would have thought those numbers would have been a little bit higher. But man, it's so weird as far as why it didn't do well. As far as, I've heard people saying that they didn't really know what the film was. Like, they didn't know that it was the film that got Andy into loving Buzz. Some people were expecting it to be Toy Story, other characters in there. So I guess I can understand the confusion, but and again, to each your own, but I thought the marketing was pretty straightforward, that this was the character. Again, whatever the case may be, I know everyone doesn't pay attention to stuff as much as I do, as far as like, we're in the niche, right? We're people that love movie news, TV news, and all that stuff. We keep up with it. So not everyone does that. So I got to understand that. But I was just surprised by the numbers, but also the criticism. A lot of people just didn't like the film, but again, to each their own. I loved it. So again, just to recap my favorite movies, and again, I'm going to respond to you guys' comments here in a bit. And again, appreciate you all tuning in live. But The Black Phone was, definitely my favorite of last month. And I saw, again, if you see the channel, I've seen other films, but these were the top two that stood out to me, was The Black Phone and Lightyear. And then transition over to TV shows and let me know yours in the chat. The Boys is killing it. Season 3 of The Boys, which I have been covering for the last 7 weeks now. We got episode 7 dropping tonight. I got my review loaded up and edited, and it will be dropping as soon as the episode ends tonight. But man, what else more can I say about the show? It is the best superhero show on television, period. And I'm looking at you, Marvel. I'm looking at Umbrella Academy. I'm looking at Doom Patrol. I don't really watch CW, so I really can't talk to the quality there. But it's the best. It's easily the best. I think in the last few years, it's, as far as maybe last 5-year window, top tier superhero shows to me in no particular order, because I really have to think about it. But Daredevil, all of the seasons were great. The Boys, all 3 seasons, and obviously we have the finale next week. But I've loved the first 2 seasons, and obviously the first 7 episodes of this new season. Invincible was one of my favorite shows last year. And I'll put some Disney in there. I'll put WandaVision, Loki in there. And honestly, the Umbrella Academy, the first 2 seasons were incredible. And those are really some, and there's other, I'll put Punisher up there. Punisher season 1 was fantastic. I didn't really finish season 2 yet, but yeah, those are some top tier comic book related shows that I've enjoyed. But I'll also, like I said, I'll separate The Boys from the other, and Peacemaker too, most recently. I can't forget that. That was fantastic. But The Boys, just taking it out of the comic book realm, is just a great show. Great acting, great performances, very raunchy, very X-rated, very funny, emotional at points. So it has it all. And this season's been knocking out of the park. So by far, as far as like shows I've been currently watching, The Boys season 3 has just been top tier TV to me. And Hero Gasm last week, again, you can watch my review on that. But man, they don't miss with me. But let's see who else we got in the chat. Let me see what you all are saying here. We got KW tuning in from Spain. Well, thank you, KW. Listen, Spain has been on the bucket list for so long. One of these days, KW, one of these days. But I appreciate it, because I know it's like it's the AM where you're at now, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to KW showing some love from Spain. We got Rims always showing love and support. Good to see you, Rims. I hope you again. I don't know if it was my fault. For my Marvel fans out there, myself, Amanda, and Chris, we linked up again the other day. We pre-recorded it, and I guess because I made it, it was I, and this is a whole YouTube behind the scenes thing. I made it a live, but it was private. And I know sometimes YouTube doesn't push out lives like they do pre-recorded, so I think it hurt the algorithm. But yeah, we talked Miss Marvel yesterday for Marvel fans out there that love me and Amanda and Chris talking about it. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. We were talking for almost about an hour and a half about Miss Marvel, the latest episode and the previous three. But Rims, I say that because I know Rims is always showing love and support, and she checked out the video. So shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. We got Maxine from Florida. I didn't know you were from Florida. I've been to Florida quite a few times. It's been some years, but why the mad face? Is it hot out there? Yeah, I didn't know Rims was from Florida too. Learn something new every day. Well, it's Florida. I know it's hot out there. I know it's hot. Angle. Listen, I know y'all got it out there bad, but it was a couple weeks ago. If y'all remember on a couple of my other lives, I mentioned how hot it was in the Midwest, but I know you guys got it out there hot. Got it out there. Look at it. TJ, what's up? I'm ready for Thor. Yeah, man. We'll talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. I got a chance to check that out last night. No spoilers, but I'll talk about it briefly when we get into that section of new releases. The Black Phone was. I agree. I really enjoyed it. Again, you can check out my full review, but I really enjoyed that film, and I'm really excited to see what Scott Derrickson does next. And those little kids were great. We got Bama in the house showing some love. Thor. My dog's actually right under me. He was so excited to hear my thoughts about his film. Spiderhead. I didn't see Spiderhead. Was terrible. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't miss it. Did you ever? I didn't. I definitely want to see it. Yeah, definitely recommend that, Maxine. I did not see Spiderhead. No particular reason, just kind of went under the radar. I reached out to Netflix to see if I can get a screener. They never did get back to me. So unfortunately, with my schedule, if I can't get a chance to check out some movies based on my schedule, and when it actually drops, sometimes I can't just fit it into the my regular schedule. But apparently, I didn't miss anything. Von Dutch, I don't know what that is. Is that good? Mango, is that a good show? Would you recommend it? What's going on? How we doing? We got some Cali love, California love. Luke Cage season 1 over season 2 for me, and then Jessica Jones season 1's fire. Yeah, Purple Man, that villain was awesome. This was a weak month as far as films for me. Interesting. It was a solid. It wasn't the best, but it was solid. I'm so behind Mango on that show. I definitely got to catch up. Showing some love from the UK. What's up, Idris? How you doing? Thank you for coming in, showing some love. I can't wait to see what happens to Kim. I guess that's the show you guys are talking about. I don't know what was it? Van Dutch, I think you were referring to. What's going on, Tyrian? What's good? Ready for the hot man? I'm telling you, bro, it's 4th of July weekend. I'm kicking it this weekend. I ain't doing nothing too crazy. We're gonna talk about Stranger Things. That's my weekend. That's my weekend. I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna be kicking it this weekend. You didn't miss it. Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't hear the most raving reviews about it. I hope they explore more of the lore of the grab. But yeah, and again, I talked about that in my review. I would have liked to have gotten a little bit more backstory, the more supernatural when he said that he. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but Ethan Hawke revealed some things. I was like, wait, huh? What? You want to elaborate on that? And it was some logical things that didn't really make that much sense. But overall, the bad was overlooked by the good of that film. Yeah, man, it's 200 million. Yeah, it is a flop. I mean, of course, we're still going to be in theaters, but we know Disney's going to be on Disney Plus next week, but no, next month, or I should say, probably maybe beginning of August. So. Yeah, it will ultimately probably be a flop, it sucks, man. I enjoyed it, but I get, to each their own. But yeah, it's a flop, unfortunately, which Pixar doesn't really get that many of them. And there's a lot to be said too about the mindset they created the last couple of years with putting everything on Disney Plus. I think some people are just waiting for it to come on Disney Plus. We might get the article that Lightyear is the most viewed Disney Plus new release. So But Disney, they ain't, they're not upset. They're making money hand over fist. What's up, Tony? How we doing? Man? Hope you're doing well. Oh, so Kim. Okay, you talking about Better Call Saul? Because I know Kim didn't. Well, I don't want to say anything. I thought I saw a spoiler about it. I'm so behind on that show. What do you think about Obi-Wan Kenobi? So Tony, I have not finished Obi-Wan Kenobi. If that tells you anything, wasn't a fan, man. I was very. Very disappointed. Big Deborah Chow fan. I thought she did a great job with The Mandalorian, and hearing some of the behind the scenes of her talking about the show and her preparation of the show and her arc that she wanted to give Obi, I was hyped, man. And it just, where did I stop? I stopped at 4. I didn't see 5. I've seen all the stuff though. I've seen the clips and all that, so I know what happens. But I didn't even care. I was like, show me what happens. I'm gonna go back and finish it, but I just wasn't. It just wasn't for me. I'll just say that. How can we watch Mr. It's on the channel. It's again, I think I don't know, man. YouTube effed it up somehow. Maybe I effed it up, but I pre-recorded our discussion and then I made it live, but it was a private live, and then I like released it. And again, I don't know if it was just the algorithmic. I can't even say it. The algorithm thing where it didn't push it out to the mass audience, but it's on the channel now. The full hour plus conversation with myself, Amanda, and Chris about talking about the first 3 episodes, the most recent episode, our pros or cons, our theories. So yeah, check it out if you get a chance. So I love talking to Amanda and Chris. So I always, even if the video didn't do well, I always love catching up with them. But yeah, nominee name brand. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. Check out your trailers. It's midnight here, but same here. I'm a night owl. It's so weird. I get all my ideas, all my energy comes at night. I'm a night owl, so I understand that. Shout out to the night owls out there. Lots of incredible things here. Awesome. Again, I got KW. I'm manifesting it. Spain. I'm gonna make it happen. 2 years. Give me 2 years. I'm gonna be out in Spain, living it up. It's a shame because I really had a lot of potential. Yeah, we'll see. Disney Plus show, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, they did, man. I don't even want to get into that conversation because I was very disappointed by that. Obi-Wan, if you all don't know, I'm not a massive Star Wars fan, but I've seen all the films more than once. New Hope's my favorite film. Obi-Wan Kenobi's my favorite Jedi. So yeah. Just saw Top Gun Maverick was so great. I can't wait. That's going to probably be a watch long in the future when that film comes out. I definitely want to rewatch that with you all when it comes out. Top Gun Maverick. And shout out to Top Gun doing its thing in the box office, man. $1 billion. I would have never, who would have known? Top Gun Maverick, 36 years later, tops The Batman, tops Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Wow. That I would have never imagined it. Never in a million years. That's crazy. Movie files you watching? No, I haven't watched Westworld. And I did my review on Umbrella Academy season 3. Wasn't a fan. But I reviewed it on the channel. I did a spoiler review too, so check that out. Night Owl, shout out to the Night Owls. Can't wait for the boys. Yeah, I saw review is available in a couple hours. I do, and again, I talked about it, but I've been really active on TikTok, and I've been kind of, when I shoot something on TikTok, I put it on my YouTube channel. So you can check out my short review on the channel in preparation for the night. It's a good one. It's to everyone watching live, no spoilers. After Herogasm, this episode is definitely the calm before the storm, before next week's finale. It really dives deep into the psychos and the mind of our characters, their traumas, their past. I will let you all know there's a huge reveal in tonight's episode, and I can't wait to talk about it. I'm going to release my review, spoiler review, after the episode tonight, but I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I saw that. That the whole out, and by the way, shout out to all 28 you all watching live. Again, thumbs up, share it, continue to drop your comments in the chat, and of course, all those watching the replay. We're going to get into the main topic, which is all the new releases. But yes, to address this comment here, I did see the clip. And to give you all context, and it pretty much lays it out, Howard Stern was during a commercial break. He was talking to his other people on his show, whatever, and the mic was still on. Like, this dude's been doing podcasting and radio for 30 plus years, and they accidentally have his mic was still on. Okay, sure. Anyway, I think he's trolling, if I'm being honest, but neither here nor there. Howard Stern was talking to his people, and they're like, "Oh, Howard, what you got going for this summer?" He's like, "Well, I got this Doctor Doom project I'm working on with Marvel coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm not looking forward to it. I called Robert Downey Jr. to get some advice." First off, just playing devil's advocate, if this rumor is to be true, I don't think that he's playing Doctor Doom. I think that with Marvel, they'll probably have him interviewing Doctor Doom, Victor, and doing some type of podcast. he's already been established in the MCU, and there's going to be probably a, like a celebrity interview or something like that, right? That's the only thing I could see him like being involved in a Doctor Doom project, and because no, there's no way in hell he's playing a Doctor Doom in the MCU, right? But I do think if he is involved, again, playing to that comment, that he's probably, like I said, interviewing Doctor Doom, and that's about it, like a quick cameo. That's it. The extent. And I've seen Howard Stern in movies. He's not that great of an actor, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I don't believe a lot of that stuff. And in my real honest opinion, he's trolling. No way. Like I said, there's no way this dude's been doing radio and podcasting for 30, 40 plus years and accidentally let something like that slip while they were in commercial break. Highly, highly doubt it. But crazier things have happened. But we'll see what comes of that. I missed it, TJ. Why did I miss that film? I can't remember. I got an invite to see it. Something popped up last minute, but I've heard mixed things. But I've heard for the most part, Austin Butler was great. Yeah, I'll be walking up, man. Oh my gosh. Strictly Starlight. Hello, preview. Hey, what's going on? Traveling. Oh, well, safe travels to you. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. Going to Jerusalem. That's awesome. I know there was a plan. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. Well, again, Obi-Wan. I don't even want to talk about Obi-Wan. I'll chase it to getting in. Every time I get caught up with Westworld. Yeah, I couldn't get into Westworld. I'll be honest with you all. What's going on, Capricorn? What's going on? How we doing? What's up? I think it'll be a cameo. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes of all that. Saw the bot. Poor Annie. Yeah. Well, I can't wait for you all. I can't wait to talk about spoilers tonight with the new episode. Yeah, some foolery going on right now, but Ezra Miller was spotted in Tokyo where they were reportedly Ezra Miller was spotted in Tokyo where they were reportedly punched by Elvis Star. Look, if that's true, I mean the man. I don't condone violence, but someone needs to slap the sense into him. I'll just say that. So I hope we'll see if that's true. But shout out to Austin Butler if he did that to them, because man, Ezra Miller right now, man. What are your thoughts? Yeah, let's get into it, and then we'll get into the main topic here. All seriousness aside, I hope Ezra Miller is he's obviously going through something, and I hope that they are able to find some type of help. Because right now it doesn't seem like he has a lot of friends or them have a lot of friends or family that supports them right now in this crazy time. His career is spiraling out of control. If I'm being honest, I don't know if we'll ever see him again in Hollywood. We'll probably will. I mean, we've got to remember it's Hollywood, but as far as big budget films like a Flash, the whole Harry Potter stuff, it's going to be many, 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 many years. So I hope that they get help and figure it out. But it's some really messed up stuff out there that they are doing. If a lot of this stuff is to be said, the allegations, the grooming and the abuse and all the foolery, I hope they can get some help, if I'm being honest with you all. And as far as the film goes, I feel so bad for Supergirl. This is her first big break. Obviously, Michael Keaton coming back in the role. Ben Affleck coming back in the role. I'm an Andy Muschietti fan. Man, there's so many. And then, of course, not even discounting all the people that put their lives in this film, not just from a director, the actors, but the cinematographers, the color correcting people, the catering teams, all the people that put on their hard work and sweat, being away from their families, and for the film to have an asterisk on it. It really sucks, man. Ezra Miller is enemy number one right now as far as film and movie goes. So it sucks, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to The Mandalorian 3. Oh, thank you. I love that you all love the live. I love interacting with you all, so I appreciate that. Yeah, he's on the run. That's for sure. Listen, Rems. Grant Gustin, shout out to him. Big fan of The Flash, first 3 seasons. I don't want to see him in that role because honestly, people are like, put Grant in. And it's like, well, all these people, where are all these people when the show, the numbers are just continuing to tank each season. So I don't know if there's that many people out there rooting for him. Again, I respect Grant Gustin. He did a great job in the role, and the first 3 seasons of Flash was fire. But if they're going to bring someone in, whole new actor. Like I don't want to see a established actor or someone that's already been in the role. Because like, would he be playing the TV version of his character or a whole new version of the character? Like, just give someone else the role. I think it's just a little bit too messy, if you ask me. I think it will be. It's too much money on the line for them not to release it. Yeah, I mean, putting them aside, I am super stoked. If you all know, I'm a DC fanatic, and Flash is top tier superhero to me. So I'm here for it. Super excited to see Ben back, obviously Keaton back, and see Supergirl for the first time on the big screen. I'm here for it. All right, so let's go ahead and pivot into the main topic. And again, I appreciate that. This is why I love interacting with you all. We can talk about movies and shows for hours, but we do have some movies and shows to talk about, the new ones. And let me know as I go through this list here, what movies, what shows you're excited for. What are your predictions? Are you gonna love it? You're gonna hate it? You're gonna be somewhere indifferent as far as what we're gonna go over? Let me know in the chat. And before we pivot over, thumbs up, share, comment. Let's get into it. So what's coming to theaters? Again, as a theater fan, as a movie fan, I'm so happy that the theaters are back. The box office is back. The numbers are looking good. We just got $1 billion, with Maverick and many more, I think, for the rest of this year. Like, I think, Avatar is going to be the next one, which is obviously in December. But prior to that, the next $1 billion film, man, let me think about that. Next $1 billion film might be Black Panther if it sticks to landing. Maybe Black Adam, but I don't know. I think Black Panther might be the next $1 billion film, and then after that will probably be Avatar. Let me be honest. Let me know in the chat too. What do you all think will be the top films in a year, and what's the next film that's going to cross $1 billion? Let me know in the chat. But all right, let's move on and get into the topic at hand. What movies are we excited for? Well, first movie that we're going to go over is coming out tomorrow. Minions. This is the third one. I will be honest with you. I haven't really followed this franchise. It's not my cup of tea. But I know the kids love it. The families love it. And I heard that this one's a pretty good one. Again, it might be the second and third one. Again, I haven't seen any of the Despicable Me. I haven't seen any of the Minions. So I really can't speak too much about it. But it's a film. It's a big film. And I think as far as animation goes, it's going to probably be one of those quietly gets 700, 800 million. I think the other ones have made $1 billion, which I don't know if that's going to be the case with this, post-pandemic or, in the back half of the pandemic. But 700, 800, I wouldn't be surprised. But let me know if there's some Minion fans out there, if you're excited for it, if you got your tickets, if you're going to be checking it out tomorrow. But that's kind of the first big one coming out tomorrow for the new month. But this is, you talk about big one. This is the big one here. This is the one that Thor: Love and Thunder, which I got the chance, again, no spoilers. I did see the film last night. I did put out a reaction, my out of theater spoiler free reaction, very vague. I couldn't really dive deep into the performances, the story, all the different stuff that the film offers, but I did give you just my initial reaction, so you all can check that out. It's less than a minute long, so YouTube short essentially. But yeah, Love and Thunder next week coming to theaters. What I'll say, just to kind of reiterate what I said in that clip without giving too much away, this is a direct sequel to Thor Ragnarok. And what I mean by that is, similar tone, style that Taika brings. He did write this film this time around, so he brings his sensibility as a writer, and I think he's a really good writer, especially, if you've seen Jojo Rabbit, Hunts of the Wilder People, What They Do in the Shadows. He's a really good writer. He has a really good balance of heart and emotions and comedy. And this is a comedy. I'm gonna let you all know, this is a straight up comedy, maybe more so than Thor Ragnarok. Like, there's a lot of jokes. Some of them obviously land, some of them, comedy subjective. But it's a fun Thor adventure, really good performances. Gore, Christian Bale does his thing. Natalie Portman, definitely glad she was brought back because, previous films that she was in, Thor 1, Thor Dark World, I don't really think they allowed her to be who she is, which is one of the best actresses in Hollywood. She gives a really good performance. I think Chris Hemsworth gives one of his top tier performances in the solo roles in his films. Is probably my favorite performance of his. And then, Taika, I think, did a really good job. And again, I don't want to give too much away because the full embargo is still on the film. But I will say, get your tickets. get your tickets, and I can't wait to talk more about it. But let me know in the chat. Any Thor fans out there? Have you seen the trailers? Are you excited for the film? Do you plan on seeing it next week? Are you not excited about the film? Let's chat about it before we move on to the next one. And I guess I'm gonna say, if you guys have questions about the film, I might be able to answer them without giving too much away. I will let you all know that, and we all know this for Marvel fans, there's 2 post-credit scenes. That's all I'm going to say about that. Um, it's 2 hours, I think, right? It's like a little over 2 hours, like a little under 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. And you feel that it goes by pretty quickly. So yeah, that's all I want to say, because I don't want to get into the spoilers. But let me know again if there's any questions that you might I might answer without spoiling anything. But more importantly, let me know if you all are excited for Thor: Love and Thunder coming out next week, and if you've purchased your tickets, and if you did, are you going to see it in IMAX? Let me know in the chat. Let me catch up to the chat here before we move over to the next big release. We got, okay, Avatar. Yeah, I think that's going to be $1 billion for sure. Like, if Top Gun Maverick has proven us anything, when people have waited long enough for a big hit, and we obviously know the first Avatar was 2009, highest grossing film of all time. People make fun of it, but The Way of the Water, I don't think it's gonna match the same one from 2009, but it's gonna. I'm thinking two. Man. It might get close to two. We'll see. I think so. I think it has the capabilities of doing so on the streaming platform. Well, I guess I take that back. Well, no, correct me if I'm wrong. Does HBO have a similar theatrical window to Disney? Because I know Paramount has done that, but I know Tom Cruise said no, 120 days is what we're going to do with this film. But does Warner Brothers have the same deal with Disney, where after 45 days their films go to HBO Max? So that might hurt that $1 billion chance for Black Adam. Let me know in the chat. It was gorgeous, like that music kind of that they gave, and the visuals are beautiful. But I think it's going to crush it in the box office. Oh, nice. Well, happy birthday to him. You guys have a good time at the theater. Yes, I'm excited for Namor. Oh, you're talking about for Black Panther? If the rumors are to be true about him being in it, yeah, me too. Let's see. Yeah, you guys think? Yeah, I think it's gonna be $1 billion. If it does, what it needs to do, which is recast T'Challa. But we'll see what goes on with that film. I can see Gore turning out badly, like what, performance wise, or like his mission in the film. Yeah, I think so. Thor will come close. Yeah, I can see it. I can see if Doctor Strange made 950, I think Thor is going to make that possibly $1 billion. To your point, and yeah, Avatar for sure. I couldn't say I'm excited. I'm going to check it out based on behaviors and E-Man's straight out of the theater reviews. Yeah. It's if you're a fan of the character, if you're a fan of Ragnarok and you want to see his story more, and of course, Mighty Thor, Jane Foster being in the mix, and Christian Bale, it's a film worth seeing. Definitely recommend you all give it a watch. Does Thor make it to phase 4? Wait, does Thor make the phase 4/5 story clear? I can't answer that. I'm sorry. You got a hatred on Avatar? Oh, man. Despite Thor Ragnarok, which I like, but the first Thor I find to be underrated. Yeah, it's a bit underrated. I think, it's appropriately rated. I'll just say that. Yeah, I thought the trailer was great. But yeah, let me know again, Thor fans out there, if you guys are checking it out. But the one I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one, and I think I'm going to be seeing it in the coming weeks. Nope. I can't wait, man. I am such a big fan of this cast. Keke Palmer has having minus the Lightyear stuff going on. She was great in that film. Daniel Kaluuya, man, is a I want to say rising star, but I think his people recognize game. They know who Daniel Kaluuya is. The man is a genius of an actor. And Steven Yeun I've been a fan of his since Walking Dead, and he's been his transition to film. Sorry to Bother Us, or Don't Bother. I can't think of the name right now. He stands for Sorry to Bother You. I'm messing up the name, but he was a small role, but he was great in that. There was another film like not a slasher, but it was a film he was in with Samara Weaving that slipped in my mind. Mayhem, I think was the name of it. And then Minari, he was great in that. So I'm really stoked for this cast. This film looks great, and this man here, Jordan mother effing Poole. This man, or Peele, I said Poole, Jordan Poole. I'm thinking of the Warriors, but Jordan Peele is the man. I've always say as far as like directors right now that get me excited, and I'll just leave it to horror because there's a lot of directors that get me excited. But as far as like their films go, Jordan Peele's up there. Ari Aster always piques my interest. Robert Eggers, Jennifer Kent, James Wan, and as far as the horror realms goes, Andy Muschietti, Lee Winnell, are just, and I'm probably missing someone, but those are some names that come to mind when I see their name attached to a project, and particularly directing a project and having their hands in the writing department. Sign me up. The trailers have been, I'm not gonna lie, the last trailer I think gave a little bit too much away. Like the whole, I think we all kind of summarized that there were some aliens involved, but last trailer, at least to our, to theorize, at least is showing that there's aliens involved. I think it's pretty safe to say that. But I think they gave away too much with the connection to the horses, their father. And then some of you all might not have seen the latest trailer, so I don't want to give too much away, but I think they gave too much away, but neither here nor there. I'm here for it. Get Out. I know some people have the reservations and criticisms with Us. I enjoyed Us, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping to see it in I think it's a week from now or maybe 2 weeks as far as the screeners go. So expect out of theater reactions, spoilers, free review, potentially a spoiler review, with timing. But I'm stoked for Nope. So let me know if you all have this on your radar. And as far as box office, we were just talking about box office with the other films. This isn't a billion, no, by no means, but man, I can see this film. Shoot, man, we haven't got like a big, exciting thriller horror like this in a minute, man. Dude, I don't know if it hits the way I think it's going to hit. At least, man, this is a big number, but I'm thinking at least 500 million, which, might sound small. We're talking about Thor. Marvel makes, 500 million the first weekend sometimes, but I'm obviously exaggerating there. But it's 500 million for a horror film is fantastic. And that's my benchmark. It's 500 million, which is incredible for a horror film. So I have high hopes for it. I think it's going to stick the landing. I think it's going to have great word of mouth. I think it's going to bring people out to the theaters that aren't horror fans, because one thing about Jordan Peele, he's not like, it's not straight horror. It's not blood, guts, and jump scare galore. It's just social commentary, thrilling, suspense, tension, some funniness, right? So I think he has all the perfect recipes to bring people that normally don't, go to this genre, which again is horror, to go out and see it. So I have high hopes for it. I'm really excited for it. Let me know what you all think about Nope, and if you all will be checking it out. So one more film. I'm not going to spend too much time with this one. I'm going to jump to the chat after this. But, Super Pets. Shout out to the kids out there and the families, July 29th, coming out on a Friday, DC League of Super Pets. As you all can see, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his son, Kevin Hart, are teaming up again. And essentially, from what I gather from the trailers and being a DC fan, these are the pets of the superheroes. And that's all I know about the film. I haven't seen the trailers. I've seen clips of the trailers, but I haven't sat down and watched the entire thing because I don't really plan on watching it. But again, shout out to the families and the kids out there. This is a perfect family film that I think people are going to really eat up. Batman's dog, Superman's dog, and there's comic book, accuracy. They do have pets in some of the comic book runs, so that's cool. But I'm not going to be seeing it. But there you have it. We got the Minions new film, Thor: Love and Thunder, Nope, and Pets, Super Pets. So let me know out of all those films, which of those films you'll be seeing. And I guess a fun little twist: which of these films will be number one at the box office, and which of these films do you personally think will be your favorite if you out of this list here? So I'm going to answer my own question. Box office: Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm going to, after this 45-day theatrical run before it goes to Disney Plus, if Doctor Strange made, I think it's 947 to be exact, 947 million. I think this is going to have better word of mouth, because I think some people were thrown off by the horror elements in Thor or Doctor Strange, and this Thor doesn't have horror elements, but gore can be menacing and frightening for some, but not to the extent of Wanda, popping people's heads off like we got in that film. But I think it's gonna have a little bit more word of mouth. I think people are gonna have a really good fun time with it, with the jokes and all the different stuff there. Will it do a billion? That's the big question. In the summer, I don't think it has as much competition as Doctor Strange did when it was out. Man, someone mentioned earlier. I think that Thor: Love and Thunder can make a billion. I'm gonna put it at a billion. A billion at the end of his 45-day window. I can see it making a billion. So I think that's going to win the box office. And I think and I've seen Love and Thunder, so I can't really rate it. But I think out of those other films, I think I might prefer Nope, because I'm a horror fan. And when horror hits for me, it hits better than any other content. As far as like horror and sci-fi, when they hit, I put them over superhero stuff, just for me personally. So if it hits the way I think it's going to hit, it's going to be my favorite film of this new coming month. So let me know in the chat before we pivot over to streaming. Which of those films will you be seeing? Who's going to win the box office? And which one of those do you think you're going to personally like, as far as like being your favorite film of that particular month, and hell, maybe of the year? So let me know in the chat. Let's see here. We already got that one. I love to. Excuse me. We got that one too. John, I'm looking forward to Love and Thunder. Intrigued to find out how Jane. Yeah, it's yeah. Yep. Oh, that's right. She is in the film. She hasn't been in any other trailers, which I wonder if she's not going to make it to in the movie. But yeah, I'm excited to see her in the film. That's going to be dope. Yeah, I enjoyed Us. I know some people didn't really enjoy it. I think their expectations were, so high coming off of Get Out, but I really enjoyed it. I have Get Out over Us, but I think Us is still an excellent film. Yeah, it was a great trailer. What's what up? How we doing today? So glad you can join again. And we got 28 people watching live. We're 43 minutes in. Thank you for everyone tuning in, showing love, showing support, dropping some great comments in the chat. Again, just a friendly reminder to hit that thumbs up. Again, like I said up top, if you guys have Instagram, Twitters, TikToks, whatever the case may be, share the video. Let's get some conversations going for all the other movie and TV fans out there, and tag me in it for I can, share it and show the love back. So, and of course, all those watching the replay, same thing, thumbs up, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments over all the topics that we're covering in this live stream. So shout out to all the love. Get Out made 255. It'll make double that. What did and shout out Hill, appreciate the tidbit there. What did Us do at the box office? Because I think that did a little bit more, right? Because of the anticipation, people were looking forward to his next follow up. I'm gonna guess that Us did 300 million after its theatrical run. Let's see. 2019, that was a good year. Oh wow, this was did you okay, so 255. So Us made 255. Did you mean to say Us made 255 and not Get Out? Because how much did Get? Because I don't think Get Out made that much money, did it? I'll be very surprised if Get Out made that amount of money. Let's see. Oh wow, they both made 255. Wow, that's crazy. So you were right. So Get Out made 255 million worldwide, 176 domestically, and then Us end up doing 175 domestically, so a little bit under $1 million, less than $1 million domestically. And yeah, wow, that's crazy. So I definitely see Nope. Like I said, man, if it hits the way I think, because this is it's horror, but it's a blockbuster horror. Like I've read the articles, I've seen the behind the scenes. Like Jordan Peele, when he was writing this film, putting this film together, he said he was like so, he wanted to bring people back to the theaters. When he was writing this, he wanted to get people excited. So he made a spectacle, a big fun, this is his biggest film to date. And even Daniel Kaluuya said his crafting from Get Out to now, he's just such a genius and a brilliant director now. He's, as you would hope, people would get better as their filmography grows. So, man, I think, like you said, double. I see 500, man. I think it's gonna have great word of mouth. Fingers crossed. I'm watching Nope, but the film doesn't scare me. Yeah, I don't think it scares me. Yeah, none of his previous films have scared me. They're more thrillers, right? We talked about that a couple streams ago. Yeah, I can't wait. Let's see, DC Super Pets probably. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot Keanu Reeves. I mean, it's funny to think about. So the first time ever, Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart are in the film together for the first time. And I think there's a couple other big cast members, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully, they can be in a. Well, I was, and this is a side tangent, but I was thinking that, and I don't know what's going on with Hobbs and Shaw too, but I was thinking that Keanu Reeves was going to be the big bad that's going to tie the movies together. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. If they get a live action movie together. Yeah, I think so. People love to laugh. Yeah, people like to have a good time. Yeah, I think. Well, to be honest with you, not that it competing financially, but with Stranger Things come out this weekend, I think it's a good idea that it came out next weekend, and plus it's the holiday weekend. So I think next week is a better placement, and it's going to really crush it. It's a lot of jokes, but I think people are going to have a good time with it though. No. Do I see it making two? No, not at all. I don't see it coming close to 2 million. Like to put in perspective, the biggest film in the last couple of years was Spider-Man No Way Home. That was like 1.89. So that or no, yeah, no, I think it did 1.8. So I mean, that film was way larger in scale as far as like the hype and the anticipation. So yeah, I don't think Love and Thunder. Hey, I could be wrong, but I don't think I will be in this case. I don't see it coming anywhere near. Like I said, I think it's barely going to make a billion. So, but we'll see. The thing is, though, with that 45-day window, it's hard to make the money that these films, would make it, 3 or 4 years ago. With them putting it on Disney Plus and people being conditioned for Disney Plus, I don't think it's going to be hard for the next Disney IP to do 2 billion. Will probably be the next big Avengers film. But besides that, with that 45-day window, it really cuts the legs off to get close to 2 billion. You need longevity. You need long legs, and when you cut films off, it used to be 90 days. Now it's half that. Films are going to be, well, I should say Disney films will have a hard time crossing a 2 billion at that mark. When will great question, Hill. It won't be tonight, unfortunately. I should have put a post about that. It's just been a busy day, but I'm thinking maybe now I'm thinking about Love and Thunder. It's coming out next week. I don't know how many people would be able to join the stream next week. We might postpone the watch alongs to 2 weeks from now, and we might watch 3 episodes in a row. For you all that don't know what Hill's talking about, for the last month, we've been rewatching Atlanta from season 1, doing a watch along and just having a great time doing so. But this Thursday, we're not going to do one. And with Love and Thunder coming out next week, I don't know if a lot of people will be available to tune in. So we might push it back till 2 weeks and just watch episodes. What are we at? 6, 7, and 8. And we'll watch it back to back to back. So, yeah. And I'll put like a community post about it. But yeah, no watch along tonight, unfortunately. We'll see. We'll see, Tony. We'll see. Yeah. And appreciate the correction there, Hill, they both make 255. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even look. Well, Box Office Mojo is so trash these days. They don't even give you box office production. Let me see if I can find. I wouldn't be surprised if Get Out was like 20 mil, if that, as far as production or budget. First one to guess. Well, I guess you guys have phones like I do. But the quickest one, the quickest one wins. Who can guess the fastest? Put it in the chat now. How much did it cost to make Get Out? What was the budget to Get Out? First one gets a visual high five and a visual or a virtual high five. Whoever can guess it. I know everyone's typing, but let me know. First one that gets it. What was the budget to Get Out? What was the budget? I'm just curious to see who. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Let me see who's going to get it first. Who's going to get it first? I'll give you a virtual high five for being quick on the feet. And I'm just curious now, what us? How much was us? Let me see. Us costs. Oh, okay. 5 million. Nope. 4 million. Nope. 6 million. Nah. 3 million. Nah. Are y'all not looking at your? Are you? I guess maybe you're looking at your phone, watching the stream to the phone. Like y'all can look it up. But we got some people close. Come on, who's gonna get it? Who gonna get it? And watch, I'm probably like looking at the wrong. No, that this is right here. Tim, nah. Someone was pretty close. Shout out to y'all for not looking it up. It's it's online. It's online, guys. The budget is online. Let's see. And shout out to y'all making guests. I said, what did I say? 20 million. I was wait. There you go, Tony. And there goes Maxine right at the same time. So same time. Let's high five. Y'all got it ready? 3, 2. Congratulations. You got it right. It was 4.5 million was the budget for Get Out, which is insane. And then like we talked about, 255 million. Come on, that is a huge box office success. And then just for you all wondering, Us was 20 million. So that was my guess for Get Out. So they doubled it, the budget. His second film, which I don't know if Nope is going to be online. If I were to guess, I think Nope will probably be like 45 million, if not 50. I don't know if it'll be on. Yeah, it's not up there yet. But I would imagine, because I think is it Paramount that he works with? Universal. He works with Universal. I'm pretty sure they just blank check and just do whatever you want, Jordan. Budget for Nope movie. I doubt that information is even available right now. But I'm curious. I can't find anything. So, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 45, 50 million for this new film. But that was a fun game. You guys have fun? I had fun. But let's move on. Let's get on to the streaming movies, all right, and streaming shows. And let's start off with let's move on to Netflix. What's coming on Netflix? I don't know. What is it? Things Are Strange. The character, what was her name? 10, 12. It's like 80s nostalgia. Y'all know what show I'm talking about? I don't know. I can't think of the name. Stranger Things. Volume 2. Part 2. Whatever you want to call it. I can't think of a show that I've been more excited for after watching the first half. Now, I don't know if you all have been watching Stranger Things or at least watched season 4. I know some people were kind of like, it's been 3 years, man. These kids are older than me at this point, right? It lost the steam, the momentum. Man, listen here. The Duffer Brothers came back and said, y'all been thirsty and been, you think we fell off? Y'all don't care about 11 and Mike and Dustin and Lucas and Max and Demogorgons and all that? Well, we got something for y'all. Listen. Stranger Things Volume 1 arguably might be one of my favorite seasons of television in a very long time. I did not expect the fire to be that hot. And I'm not speaking hyperbole. I was hooked on season 1 or volume 1. I was hooked into those 7 episodes. I cried, man. I ain't gonna lie. I have no problems admitting that to y'all. Episode 4, Dear Billy, it was the name of it. And y'all know if you've seen the season, running up that hill. Vecna, you belong with me, Max. Listen, man, I am a big fan. I've talked about being on TikTok a lot more, and I'm having a really fun time. So if you guys are on TikTok, check me out at Movie Files. I'm having a lot of fun over there. I've been dropping theory videos, predictions, trailer reactions, poster breakdowns. It's been fun. I like I said, I haven't been this hyped for a show, man, since probably Game of Thrones season 8. Just because obviously we know it was the ending. But I'm on cloud 10 right now. I'm gonna probably stay up. I don't normally stay up to watch shows, but I'm gonna probably, even though there's 2 episodes that are premiering, they're like 16 hours long. I'm gonna watch it because I don't want to be spoiled. Number one, I don't want to go on social media and be like, blah 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 died or this was the ending. I'm gonna be up at 2 a.m. I was thinking about doing a watch along, but I don't know if I don't want to be on camera when all the madness goes on because I might lose my mind. So I'm really stoked for it, guys. If you can't tell. You better expect, as far as coverage goes, spoiler free. Well, no, I'm gonna probably do a spoiler breakdown for each episode independently. I've been talking to someone. I might have a live stream going this weekend talking about it. But look, man, if some of y'all haven't been caught up, I know again for some fans out there, they're like, man, it's been too long. The momentum's gone. I'm telling y'all, man, Stranger Things Volume 1 was fire, man. It was funny, it was emotional, it was scary. Vecna, this dude right here, looking at Elle, who, by the way, again, I've been talking about some theories on TikTok, man. I don't know if someone might be related. I won't get into more elaborations there, but Vecna, man, the man, that show, I can't wait for tonight, man. We're gonna say goodbye to some people tonight. I know, is Steve gonna live or die? Is Eddie gonna live or die? Is Max gonna live or die? Lucas, Joyce, Hopper, man, I'm stoked, bro. I can't wait. Again, I'm gonna watch each episode, and review them one by one. Episode 7 and episode 8, or episode 8 and 9, by them two separate videos. And then probably do a spoiler solo discussion with you all, and then probably I'm linking up with someone hopefully over the weekend, do like maybe a live or maybe a pre-recorded video. Stranger Things content galore. This 4th of July on YouTube, on TikTok. I haven't been this excited for a finale. Well, this isn't the finale. It's the finale of this season. Season 5 will be the end of all. Look at Steve, man. Do y'all think Steve's gonna die? I don't know, man. This is my boy Steve Harrington. Now I'll tell you what, Jonathan, deuces, bro. Jonathan, I can get out of here. Jonathan Byers, look, man, you've served your purpose in season 2. Your brother's fine. At least we think so. But let's keep this man safe tonight, okay? Elle, who's she screaming at, man? Is she saying goodbye to Mike? Is she saying goodbye to Max? Is she saying goodbye to one of her close friends? I don't know, man, but I'm gonna find out tonight. I tell you that. She's got her powers back. She got her power back. I don't want to turn this to a Stranger Things stream, but yeah, I'm really, really excited. If you can't tell, I'm hell of excited for this Stranger Things part 2, volume 2, episodes 8 and 9. It's going down. But let me move on. We got a kids-friendly, family-friendly film by the name of The Sea Beast. Now, this is brought to us by the same director or co-writer that brought us 2016's Moana, man. I love Moana. And also, as you can see from the posters, Big Hero 6, 2 great Disney films, 2 top-tier Disney films in my pantheon of filmography of Disney films in the last decade. There's some great stuff. So they're making this film. I don't have the synopsis. I didn't bring the synopsis with me, but I would assume it involves, if I were to guess, the sea and beast. That's what I would guess that's what the film is about. But I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing to watch next Friday, but I might give it a watch, because again, Moana and Big Hero 6 are 2 fantastic films. So let me know in the chat if this is something you all are excited for, coming out next Friday. The Sea Beast, brought to us by the same people that brought us some 2 great films in Moana and Big Hero 6. Let's move on to this one here, which is Resident Evil series, dropping 2 weeks from now, Thursday the 14th. The series, man, I didn't watch the movie, the one that Netflix dropped last year. Didn't hear the best of things about it. But listen, the trailers look pretty interesting. The visual effects look pretty interesting. This cast looks pretty interesting. So I'm not saying that I'm going to watch it, but I might peek at it. I might listen to what people are saying, early reviews, and because I've given up on Resident Evil years ago. I played the games growing up. I watched the first couple, which were ridiculous, and I didn't hear that the movie they did, I think it was last year, I heard it wasn't good. So I've given up on the franchise, but maybe this will spark some life into it. We'll see. Let me know if you all are excited for Resident Evil series coming out in a couple weeks. Now, this one here, I'm pretty stoked about. Talking about the Gray Man with Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, and is brought to us by the Russo brothers, who you all know, the Russos. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Producers of Extraction, producers of Everything Everywhere All at Once. 2 great genius brothers, if you ask me, bringing us their next action film coming to Netflix. And that's just some of the cast. I mean, you got Jessica Hartwig, you got my man from what's my man's name from where is he at? Right here, this guy here, Pierre or something like that. Paige from Bridgerton. Billy Bob Thornton, haven't seen him in a while. Stat cast, man. And I think that young lady, I'm trying to get my right there. I think, wasn't she in right there? Quentin Tarantino's film. She looks familiar. She looks like the little girl from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, if I'm not mistaken. But cast looks great. Trailers were okay, but I think they saved the best for last. I think when we actually see the film, I think it's going to be top-notch action. I don't know if the story is going to be all that compelling. If I'm being honest with you, it seems pretty generic. A particular group of assassins, the Gray Man, when you can't get the job done, call in the Gray Man, and they frame him. Ryan Gosling's a good guy, and they get the other badass guy, Chris Evans, to get him to hunt him down. By the end of it, I doubt they're going to be friends. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the twist. They're going to end up working together to take out Billy Bob Thornton, who probably set them up. Again, you've seen this film 1,000 times, but it's just okay. We've seen this story, we've seen this narrative, but what are we getting with the action? Are we breaking the boundaries of action? Are we really getting to those levels? So I'm really looking forward to the action versus the story, if I'm being honest with you. And also, too, this cast is great. So I'm here for it. The Gray Man. Let me know if you all are looking forward to it. And do you anticipate it being maybe a sleeper on Netflix and being maybe a really well talked about film? So let me know before we move on to Apple Plus. So let me see what the chat's talking about. See what we all looking forward to. And then we'll get on to the next streaming platform, which is Apple TV Plus. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Read any good books recently? No, I haven't read a book since I was 5. No, I'm joking. I haven't read any good books lately, but I want to get back into reading because it was a couple years ago. I did like a challenge, like it was like 2021 or 2020. Read 20 books, and I read like 50 that year. So I got to get back into it. I love reading. It's very peaceful, and especially when you read a good book. I did see that Jordan Peele thinks no. Will eclipse? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, even so, great point. Yeah, with the math there. Oh, nice. And that's a movie. I actually next Tuesday. I think it was my invite for a screener. I didn't, but I heard it's great. That's the Sam Jackson one, right? Oh my goodness! You better watch out for Vecna. He doesn't like that. No, it's. How far did you go? Did you finish all season 1? Did you only go half of season 1? Did you watch season 2? Like, how far was it when you came to this conclusion that you weren't a fan of arguably one of the best shows on TV? If you ask me, let me know. Let me know. It was so good, and I emphasis with the so good. I agree. Maxine, what is going on? I'm not sure, man. I'm tired. Y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Them kids is great. I say those adults are great because they're all like 19 now. We need more guessing games. Okay, are you challenging me, Allison? Because I can throw some trivia in the mix. All right, you know what? This for you, Allison. Let me think of something right quick. What was the let me see. I'm trying to think of something. So we talked about Jordan Peele. What was Jordan Peele's first movie that he starred in? I don't even know that answer, so I'm gonna look it up right quick. So yeah, if you even want guessing games, due to Allison, what was the first Jordan Peele film that he starred in? Let's see. I'm looking at you, Allison. Can you answer the question there? Anyone in the chat who can get it first? What's the first movie that this man starred in? As an actor. Do they have his filmography? I'm just pulling up myself because I didn't know the answer. And not short film, but like theatrical film. That don't really. All right, let's just run with it. Okay, I'll say this. First film he wrote. What is the first Jordan Peele film that he wrote? Let me know in the chat, and we'll throw in some other trivia. Allison, I love guessing games. I was wondering how we get going right. Vecna is what Venom. You telling me? You telling me? Man, what is your normal bedtime? That's a interesting question. Depends, man. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes, a little later. I be up, I'll tell you. No, I sleep, but yeah, be late. Oh, that sucks because that was such a great reveal. Yeah, me too. That's what I say. I'm staying up because I do not want to risk it. I don't want to go on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and see blah 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 died, or like I said, this happened. Like I'm gonna be up for. I won't. Number one, I'm excited for it, but also like I said, I don't want to be spoiled. Never watched Kevin. Should you start it? If you saw my 10-minute rant a couple minutes ago, Kevin, I think you should give it a watch, man. It's first season to me is one of the best first seasons. Like it's one of my favorite first seasons of TV of all time. That's how much I adore the first season. The '80s throwback, kind of Goonies type of vibes with the sci-fi horror elements. The soundtrack was incredible. The kid performances were great, man. They're great actors. The Duffer Brothers do a great job putting the story together. It's a really great first season, so I think so. You should give it a watch, Kevin. You and the significant other should give it a watch. It's definitely worth it. I think so. You got to do recap review for the new. Yeah. I've been covering all of season 3 every week as soon as the episode drops, and the same goes tonight. 7:00 it premieres, and at 8:00 my review will be ready to go for episode 7. So yeah, I love the boys. Yeah, easily best villain without a doubt. Probably the best villain this year on TV next to Homelander. Yeah. Oh, not Steve, man. Not my boy Steve. You talk about a character arc, man. And again, I don't want to spoil anything for people like Kevin or people that haven't seen season 1, but let's just say he wasn't a good guy when you first meet him, and he ended up being the most beloved, if not the most beloved character in the show, which says a lot because there's some great characters on the show. So Alice and I hope they don't do with Steve. I hope they don't do it. I hope they don't do it, man. Oh man, it's gonna be a sad one. Don't care about Jonathan. Mike. That comment there. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Mike and Will have become kind of sideline characters, which might speak to the genius of these directors and writers. They might build them up for season 5 if they survive. I do have a theory that I think that guy might not survive. I'm being honest with you, especially after this photo of 11 here, man. I think that's she's saying goodbye to her boo thing. But yeah, they were sidelined. The California plot was not that great, man. It was pretty boring. But we'll see what comes of that plot tonight, hopefully. Expectations through the roof, Dylan. We talked about it, man. I expect it to be an A+ film and a killer at the box office. Oh, really? That's funny. Didn't last. Well, I don't blame him for falling asleep. Those films are not that good, in my opinion. I really wanted it to be a good adaptation game, but yeah, I heard it wasn't that good. Cool, man. Let's see. I definitely looking forward to seeing the Gray Man, Russo Brothers back still. Yeah. You don't need to see Cherry, Tony. Cherry's not good. I'm sorry. Are you a fan of any other YouTubers? Of course. Brandon, from Just My Opinion Reviews, Emmanuel for E-Man Reviews, Sharana from Pay Her Weight, Larry, Lamont from Life Gains, man, there's those just name a few. Amanda from Canada Cinema, Chris from Taste Take, so many of them. I can go on and on and on. Not only do I make content for YouTube, but I consume YouTube. So those are just to name a few. I'm a big fan of some great content creators out there, man. And it's some awesome, even more than the people I just mentioned. I met them. Some of them I met in person. Some of them I talked to, on the DMs and the Instagrams and whatnot. And some really great people out there. So yeah, definitely. Ding, 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 ding. Correct. I almost forgot about that. But yes, you got it right, Allison. Shout out to you. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we'll see. I never watched recent TV like that. Oh, wow. That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, Kevin, I hope, I'm Chef Curry with the shot when it comes to taking shots at shows. So I'm glad you like the shows that I've been recommending, man. All right, so let's pivot over. And the next one here, I'm going to kind of go through because there's not a lot coming for these next ones, which is Apple TV Plus, which I'm an advocate for. One of the best streaming platforms out there. They definitely quality over quantity is definitely their mantra. And I love what they have to offer. And they got a couple new stuff coming out. I don't know if you all have heard of the Blackbirds limited series coming out on the 8th next week. It's let me pull up a picture here. You guys know that guy, Taron Edgerton. He's a great actor. It's a show based on a true story. Paul Walter Heiser is involved as well. It's a psychological thriller, gritty story about a gentleman who was in high school. He's a high school star. And then he was in prison for 10 years in maximum security prison. I don't know why. I'm not sure what he did. Ray Liotta, one of his, as we all know, rest in peace to Ray Liotta. He's in the show as well. But I might give it a peek, man. I'm a fan of this young man. I'm a fan of true stories. And like I said, a great cast. And Apple TV normally doesn't disappoint. So that's a new limited series coming to Apple TV Plus next week. So let me know if you all have heard of it and if you're excited for it. And then this one here just popped up on my radar yesterday. I saw the trailer for the first time and I'm like, oh yeah, I might check you out. I'm talking about the new psychological thriller by the name of Surface. Now, to let you all know about Surface, it is a self-discovery story about Sophie, who is played by Gugu Marathara, I think is how you say her name. She's suffering through trauma, head injury. She has a memory loss, and she is trying to put the pieces back to her life with her husband and her family. But she doesn't know she's being told the truth. Is there some entanglements going on? Is there some a three-way relationship going on? Again, I saw the trailer yesterday. I'm like, oh, this looks very intriguing. Again, Gugu is such a great actress, and just to give you what I saw from the trailer, she was on a boat. Did she falls off the boat? Did she push herself off the boat? Did someone push her? She wakes up being found in the water. She comes back. She doesn't remember who she is. She doesn't remember her life. She lost her memory. Her husband tells her, all this different stuff. You were happy, this, that, and the other. But then she's slowly starting to, this guy comes in and is like, hey, we had a love affair. And she's like, who really was I? Can I trust my husband? And it's a nice mystery. So I might check that out. So that's coming out at the end of the new month, called Surface on Apple TV Plus. Let me know if you all are stoked for that. And then wrapping up this breakdown, let's transition over to Hulu. Not a lot that I saw that's new, but I'm not excited for this one. Listen, American Horror Stories, season 2 is premiering on Hulu. I saw the first season in its entirety, and I covered all the episodes. You can watch those reviews, but long story short, I was a big fan of American Horror Stories. I watched every single season religiously for 5 seasons straight. Quality got a little bad, kind of got busy, lost touch with it. Didn't see the camp season, didn't see I think the hotel was my last season, but I didn't see the camp season. Was it American Horror Story 84? I didn't see Apocalypse. But then the last season I saw was the election season. So I missed it too. And then I came back and watched, this was before the new American Horror Story came out. I watched this because I was like, I'm going to give it a shot again. Ryan Murphy, all of them. I knew it was separate from the main anthology, but it was like, let's check it out. American Horror Story season 1 was trash. There was maybe 1.5 good episodes, if that. It was just poorly written. It was just CW level acting, some ridiculous stories, and it was just bad TV. But hey, I stuck it out, reviewed all 8 or 9 episodes, wasn't a fan. It kind of made my excitement for the new season of American Horror Story, which is what was the name of that one? I can't remember. It wasn't good, I'll say. The first part, because it was split up into 2 parts, it was good, and then it got bad. It ended bad, and then the second part was completely different from the first part. It was an alien story. It was just, I'm no longer investing time into this franchise. I was gone for a minute, gone for 2-3 seasons, and I came back, and it was bad. It was just as bad as I left it. So I might be wrong. These new stories, they might have better writers, better stories, better actors, and it might be fantastic. I hope it is. I always wish things to be great, but based on what I saw, I'm not betting on that. So we'll see. Let me know if there's any American Horror Stories fans out there if you're excited for it. And then wrapping up, let's talk about Prime Video. And there's a couple big things. I didn't get the picture for the other one, but The Terminal is the new, what did he say? He doesn't go by Chris Pratt, or he doesn't go by Chris. He goes by CP. I don't know if you all saw that article. So CP, star CP here, aka Chris Pratt. It looks interesting, man. I saw the trailer. I actually got the screeners a month ago, if I'm being honest with you all. I just couldn't find time to watch it. But it's essentially, he's an ex-Navy Marine SEAL who comes back home and finds, him and his crew were ambushed. And he comes back home to find that there's a bunch of conspiracies going on. So It's kind of Tom Clancy-esque type of story from what I've seen from the trailer. Again, from my screener's queue, I think there's 8 episodes and they're like close to an hour a piece, and they're all dropping tomorrow. So it's not a week to week show. So it's all at once show. So y'all know what I'm doing this weekend, Stranger Things. So if I didn't watch it a month ago, I'm not going to watch it this weekend. But that doesn't say anything about the quality because I haven't seen it. So that might be good. And again, I don't have a picture for this one. I don't know if I don't have a picture for it, but there's another movie coming out by the name of, this is on Amazon Prime, by the way. Coming out on the 15th, Don't Make Me Go. It's a comedy drama starring John Cho, who I'm a big fan of. And it is pretty much, it follows a single father finding out that he has a terminal disease that takes his teenager daughter on a cross country road trip to find her mother. So I mean, it sounds, that sounds like a good drama. And seeing their relationship was probably when the comedy comes in. But yeah, man, I'm a fan of that actor. I'm a fan of good comedy dramas, and so that's coming out on the 15th. So that's it, and that's all, folks. That is all of the new movies and shows, again, that caught my attention. Again, there's plenty of other stuff out there. Netflix alone probably has 19,000 movies dropping next month. So those are the ones I'm looking forward to for the most part. So expect reviews for, again, next week. The embargo list for Thor Love and Thunder, but you can see my out of theater reaction for that. We talked about my excitement level for Nope coming out next month. Not looking forward to this, so don't expect a review for DC films, but definitely look forward to some more coverage over this weekend for Stranger Things. And what was the other thing that I will definitely be reviewing? The Gray Man. I might give this a watch if I can find time. The same goes with Surface. Definitely not watching this. I'll watch for the reviews and see what people are saying, but we'll see. And then also this one, I'm going to try to reach out to the PR and see if I can get an early screener for that. So those are and of course, I say those are guaranteed. The Nopes, the Thors, all that stuff is guaranteed. Gray Man, Stranger Things. But of course, every now and then there's like a new show that I didn't hear about that I might watch and review for you all, a movie that I might see. So definitely, bell notifications on, and see what we got out there. Live streams I got planned for next week or next month. More short content. Like I said, I've been really investing and exploring TikTok, and it's not as scary as people make it out to be. When the thing that's fun about TikTok, number one, it gives you a time limit, 3 minutes or less, right? Which just makes you get what you got to say out, right? Sometimes I can be a little bit long-winded with my content. So it's been fun, man. I've been able to grow on that platform and just have fun. So if you all want to get my thoughts on theories, predictions, news that breaks, that's where I've been putting a lot of that content in. I've been re-uploading it on YouTube. So definitely expect more short content on the channel moving forward. Again, with movie news, theories, short little reviews for things that that I might not think people are watching, and I might give you a short review. So that's definitely something to look forward to come next month. And yeah, man, I'm just excited for all these new movies and shows, and I'm hoping to have some great stuff to invest in come next month with these stuff that we went over. So with all that being said, let's wrap it up. I'll stay on for another 10, 15. Throw your questions, comments, concerns, any trivia. If you guys want any more guesses of certain things, let's chat it up for the next 10 minutes or so. Let me catch up to where we left off. And again, shout out to 41 people. The stream has been awesome. Again, this is why I love interacting with you all. We have such great conversations, have a good laugh, have a good discussion. So I really appreciate all of you all that's been watching the stream, that popped in, that's been here since the beginning. Again, if you haven't already, thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Share the video again. Tag me if you do, and leave your questions in the chat. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know, and we'll end it on that note. And of course, shout out to the replay gang. Definitely do the same. Thumbs up, share, and leave your comments in the comment section. I always love reading you all just incredible comments you leave. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I left off at as far as comments go. I'm watching Breaking Bad. Ooh, one of my favorite shows of all time. That's what's up. That's a good one. That's a good watch. Nice. I've rewatched it 2 times. I gotta get my third one in some way, somehow. Yeah, I love Big Little. I didn't watch that one, but I love Gugu. She's great. She's fantastic. the second half of the last season. If we're talking about American Horror Story, yes, it was the aliens, and it was a lot of those actors from Stories was in that Alien one, which was terrible, terrible, terrible. Second half of American, yeah, it was boo boo. But I'm still fun to watch and just joke. Okay. Please, I don't know, Allison. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. Look, what I'll do, Allison, I'll reach out to the PR. If I still have the connect with FX, so I'm gonna reach out to them, see if they can give me an early screener, and I'll try to watch it before it drops. Maybe watch one episode and see what's up. We'll see. Well, I'm not promising anything, but because it was not a good experience that last season, so we'll see. Breaking Bad was different in a great way. Better Call Saul. Yeah, I gotta catch up. Better Call Saul. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, never let anyone, if you have plans to see something, of course, I always appreciate people valuing my opinion, but at the end of the day, I always encourage people to make their own opinion on things. So, definitely give it a watch. Definitely give it a watch. We got a super chat coming in. Appreciate the love. Big fan. I hope to guest spot on a show. Big fan. I hope to guest spot on a show. Yeah, for sure, man. Guest spot on. I don't know if you're referring to this show, but yeah, I always welcome in new content creators to meet and to discuss movies and TV shows. So yeah, man. If you have a YouTube channel or whatnot, definitely. Well, yeah, you clearly do because you have a icon. So yeah, I'll look you up. And I always love meeting new people on the platform and doing collaboration. So appreciate the number one super chat and definitely, like I said, yeah, always love meeting new people on the platform. So that's what's up. Appreciate the love and the super chat there, and also tuning in. What up, B? I mentioned you earlier. Someone asked, favorite YouTubers, and your name came up, man. So check out Brandon from Just My Opinion Reviews. If you haven't already, I'm pretty sure all you all know who he is. But if you don't, movie reviews, TV reviews, live discussions. He does a weekly roundup movie and TV show on Sundays that I've been fortunate enough to be on quite a few times. So definitely check him out. Show him some love. Let's see here. That's always good to have. That's always great, Maxine, and I applaud that. For me, I'm trying to build this empire over here, so I'm trying to expand the brand, as they say. So I definitely applaud the restrictions because it can be, as someone that is a content creator, it can be consuming. Obviously I make content, so I'm on the platforms, but when I'm not making content, I'm still on the platform. So I definitely understand the restrictions and respect people that can do that. But like I said, your boy is definitely trying to expand the brand, not only on the YouTube and continue to grow this awesome community, but, trying to get, the Instagram, to get a little bit of a wider range and new people to introduce myself to. And of course, like I said, TikTok. So yeah, no, but I applaud the restrictions of limiting yourself because it can be time consuming. That's what's up. Appreciate it. I gotta walk my dog here in a little bit because he's just been chilling. Hit that like. You heard her. Yes, more trivia. Also, do you watch any of the non-film YouTube? Yeah, like I'm a big sports fan. Next to music and movies, sports is right there. So I watch a lot of sports channels. I like good laughs. Like I follow some of those YouTubers. I don't subscribe to them, but they come up on my feed and I'll watch a video or two, like the little pranks, like not this, like the silly ones, but like really elaborate, funny pranks. Like I watch those to get a good laugh every now and then. And but outside of that, yeah, most of my subscriptions are within my niche, which is the film community and TV community. But yeah, I dabble in some other YouTubers, and there's, like I said, so many great content creators out there. How can you reach out? Hey, if you're on my channel now, if you still stay on the video, but if you open up another tab or if you're on a computer, and if you go over to my about section on YouTube, it has my personal email, or not my personal email, but it has my movie files email. It has my Instagram. You can DM me, Twitter, whatever the case may be. So yeah, man, I'm saying, man, I'm assuming, yeah, just hit me up on any of those, email, Instagram, and yeah, I would love to link up. You're on Twitter? Yeah. Like I said, DM me for sure. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you've came across the channel. You enjoyed the content from Atlanta. Can't wait for season 4. But that's awesome. I'm so glad you found those, and glad you find those videos and live streams to be helpful. I appreciate that. You called me today and tell me I progressed last year. My teacher called me today to tell me I progressed the last. Oh, keep up, Jody. Keep up the good grades, man. That's high school. That's a big step, man. Last year, that's awesome. E-Man's is awesome. Emmanuel E-Man Reviews is the man, and shout out to him and his community that he's been building over the years. Such a great content creator. The theories are insane and dope. His live streams, which I've been able to tune into a couple of them, he has such a great community he's building. So yeah, big shout out to E-Man from E-Man Movie Reviews, man. Such a great dude. So yeah. What do you think of director Neil Marshall? Is that Neil Marshall? Let me tell you, Tony, what I think about him. I think isn't that the director that did The Descent? If I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. No, he did. Okay, yeah. Dog Soldiers, The Descent, one of my most, I love that horror film. 2019 horror. Hellboy was not that great. The Reckoning, I don't know what that is. But yeah, The Descent is one of my one of my favorite horror films, all time. So yeah, I'm a big fan of him. He did some Game of Thrones too. Yeah. So Tony, yeah, I'm a big fan of Neil Marshall. Wasn't a fan of his last couple films, but like I said, The Descent, and Dog Soldiers, and the episodes he directed, Blackwater, The Watchers on the Wall. Yeah, he's legit, man. I'm a big fan, Tony. Have you seen Dead Meat? Is that a YouTube channel? I think that's the YouTube channel that does the kill count, right? Yeah, I am a fan. Love their content. Again, big horror fan. I don't get to tune in as much. I know they do live streams, but I've seen a lot of their videos. They are fantastic. I love their whole setup, and I mean they're small content creator, 5.6 million subscribers. But yeah, I'm very familiar with them, and I think their content is fuego, especially as a horror fan. Some great fire content. Oh yeah, the video premieres. Yeah, I always appreciate the love. Yes. Those are normally when I like to drop videos during that time of the day. So nice. All right. So if any final questions, comments, concerns, again, are we excited for Stranger Things tonight? Are we looking forward to The Boys tonight? What are we doing for the weekend? Are we, I don't know, fireworking? Are we celebrating this great America we live in that has so many great things about it? No, I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, what is everyone doing this weekend? Let me know in the chat before we head out and call it a day. And again, no, for my Atlanta fans, no stream tonight, no live stream for Atlanta Watch Party. We'll probably bring that back in a couple weeks. I think, I don't want to spoil anything, but I might be doing a video with someone we talked about in this stream, which they actually messaged. Let's see, is that going down tonight? But okay, so yeah, I might be. Yeah, I gotta get something to eat. But yeah, anyway, with that being said, got a couple more comments here. I love their channel. Love their channel. Some great content. Horror fans love it. I'm from the Netherlands. Awesome. Shout out to the Netherlands, Jody. And again, man, that last year of high school, man, kill it, crush it, do your thing, bro. Enjoy your summer. Well, I don't know how the Netherlands school times of the year is, but shout out to you, man. Keep those grades going, man. All love, Death and the Robots. Love it. Can't wait for Stranger Things and The Boys tonight. Yes, Allison. Man. Review of The Boys will be out at 8 once the episode drops, so keep an eye out for that. And Stranger Things, I'm gonna stay up tonight. I'm gonna stay up tonight and watch both episodes. I'm gonna do it. Do it now. You mentioned I'm a night owl, so I'm gonna do it. And then, man, if I stay up, it's gonna be a minute for the review. So I'm gonna try to stay up to watch the episodes, and I'm gonna try to get the reviews, both episodes, out by tomorrow. If not Saturday, we'll see. And then again, I'm gonna try to get some spoiler content out for you all over the weekend, give enough time for people to watch it. And then, like I said, as far as short videos, keep an eye out for like little shorts of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened, or what does this mean for the future? So a lot of Stranger Things content to come in the next 48 hours. It's great, but wish they would do more videos and cut. Yeah, but like I said, I don't see like their live streams and stuff, but I love everything they put out. So yeah, I'm not like as invested in all the stuff they do, but the stuff I've seen, they are just great. I've seen, like I said, the kill count videos, and of course they're like they've interviewed a lot of great filmmakers and people in the horror genre. So they're just, you don't get 5.6 something million just for being mediocre. So they're great. But all right, I think I want to end it on that note, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a blast, hour and a half. love interacting with you all. Had such a fun time today. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed the video, the preview that we did for all the new releases, the conversations we had, the trivia, Allison, for guessing all that stuff that we talked about earlier. But yeah, to coming soon to a Movie Files near you. The Boys, episode 7 breakdown spoiler review tonight, right after the episode drops. Stranger Things videos coming out this weekend. And then next week, Thor Love and Thunder, spoiler free, spoiler. Maybe get a live discussion cracking for that next weekend. And something else. Oh, only Murderers in the Building, episode 3 breakdown coming next week. And yeah, man, it's got a lot of stuff cooked up for you all. So again, I appreciate the super chat that we got earlier. I appreciate all the thumbs up, the comments, and all the fun stuff that we did in this stream. I really appreciate you all. Hope you had a good time. If you did, thumbs up. Leave your thoughts in the comment section once we're done with this video. That really helps out the video, helps out the algorithm, but also, more importantly, I love talking with you all. So throw your comments in the chat, or I should say in the comment section when we're done with this video. And be safe this weekend. Have fun. Stay hydrated. If you're fireworking, keep your hands away from the fireworks and your eyes and your feet, and have a good weekend, y'all. And again, for my Stranger Things fans out there, listen, man, for my Stranger Things fans out there, I got this to say. They better not. That's all I got to say. They better not. They better not do it. But on that note, you all have a great day, and we'll see you tonight for the Boys fans, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.